Welcome class 10. Let's start another topic, that is adrenal gland, and then after that comes pancreas, which is the last topic in this chapter, and then after that I'll be explaining about feedback mechanism, the negative feedback mechanism. So let's start this adrenal gland. Adrenal gland mainly located, it is usually situated above each of the kidney, just like a cap. Location you need to learn. Then again after that comes internally. This adrenal gland can be divided into two distinct regions. The outer one is called adrenal cortex and the middle one is called adrenal medulla. And adrenal medulla releases the hormone called adrenaline, and then adrenal cortex releases the hormone like cortisol. Okay, cortisol again are of two types, that is mineralocorticoid hormone and then glucocorticoid hormone. So first let us learn about this adrenal cortex. Mineralocorticoids, they are usually responsible for regulating mineral metabolism, whereas glucocorticoid is responsible for regulating carbohydrate, protein and fats metabolism. So this is about adrenal cortex. Then comes again, let us come back to adrenaline. Adrenaline is also called as emergency hormone or stress hormone because it is only released under flight and fright condition. Okay, only under emergency condition. Suppose if you happen to see this snake all of a sudden on your way, okay, you get frightened. Okay, then the heart starts beating faster. Okay, this is all brought about by the release of adrenaline. So that time adrenaline is released. Okay, like when you, okay, now let us discuss about the adrenaline hormone role. Okay, their main role is to increase the heartbeat, because to counter the emergency situation, each and every body cells require a large amount of oxygen. Okay, so that food can be oxidized to release the energy. So that is why heart pumps faster, and then after that increases the blood supply to the muscles, and oxygen is required by the muscles in large amount that time to counter the emergency situation, and more glucose will be released. The glucose, the glycogen which is stored in the liver gets converted into glucose, and again it is transported to different cells of the body. Okay, so that it can be oxidized and release large amount of energy to encounter the emergency situation. So this is about adrenaline hormone. Now let us discuss about the pancreas. Pancreas is also called mixed gland because it is responsible for releasing both hormone as well as enzyme. You might have learned in class 9 that pancreas is responsible for releasing pancreatic juices, which consist of several types of enzymes. Now here in class 10 we will be learning that not only enzymes it releases hormones also. A special type of cells that are found in the pancreas, which are usually called as islets of Langerhans. Okay, these islets of Langerhans are of usually three different types: alpha cells, beta cells and delta cells. Delta cells is not in the syllabus. Only we need to learn about alpha cells and beta cells. Alpha cells is responsible for secreting the hormone called glucagon, and beta cell is responsible for releasing the hormone called insulin. Okay. Now first let us discuss about the insulin. Insulin is the hormone which is, its role is to promote glucose utilization by the body cells. Okay, the glucose which is carried by the blood to different cells of the body. Okay, this insulin, it makes the wall of the cell similar, permeable to this glucose, so that glucose can enter into the cell. Okay, so this is there. Then again next comes, it also converts the excess amount of glucose into glycogen, which is usually remains stored in the liver. So these are the role of insulin. Okay, now hyposecretion and hypersecretion. Hypo means if it is secreted in less quantity, then what will happen? If it is secreted in less quantity, then the person will be suffering from diabetes mellitus. Okay, diabetes mellitus. Okay, in this case what happens is that the sugar level in the blood rises. Okay, so and the person often suffer from thirst. Okay, often become thirsty. That type of things we observe in the person suffering from diabetes mellitus. Then again next, hypersecretion. Okay, means if it is released in less quantity, so more quantity, then what will happen? See, so more quantity means more conversion of glucose into glycogen. So it lowers the glucose level in the blood. Okay, and then again, because of this, what will happen? The brain may go into enter into coma also. So these are the conditions which are usually occur due to the less secretion of insulin hormone. And then again, if suppose if like in excess cases, the person suffering from diabetes mellitus are often suggested to take insulin injection. Okay, if overdose of insulin injection is given to the patient to the diabetic patient, then it may result in the condition called insulin shock. Okay, which usually occurs due to the presence of less amount of glucose in the blood. Okay, so immediately they are given the sweet things to eat so that the glucose level can be maintained. So this is about the insulin. Then glucagon. Glucagon is responsible. Okay, glucagon mainly released by the alpha cells. Okay, glucagon. The main role of glucagon is to convert the stored glycogen in the liver into glucose, just opposite to the function of insulin. Okay, and thus it increases the sugar level in the blood. Okay, so this is the role of glucagon. Then after that, so pancreas will completed. Then feedback mechanism is there, about which we will discuss in the next video. Thank you so much.